Hey y'all, welcome back to Faith Budgets. On this channel, I'll be posting videos about how we use a zero-based budget, sinking funds, cash stuffing, and savings challenges to pay off debt and save at the same time. If that's content that you're interested in, then please keep watching and definitely hit that subscribe button and join us as we try to reach financial freedom. Hey guys, welcome back to Faith Budgets. Thank you for clicking on another video. We're going to be doing a budget with me for the first paycheck in March. February is officially over, so now we're ready for March. I already have my March monthly budget overview complete. I will link that here or down below, wherever it shows up at. I'll try to link that, and that's the overview for the whole month of March, and then we do a weekly paycheck breakdown and cash planning for each week. We do get paid bi-weekly. I get paid bi-weekly. My husband gets paid bi-weekly, but it's on opposite payrolls. So we end up we get paid weekly and do a weekly budget and breakdown, paycheck breakdown and cash planning. We do it each week after the monthly overview. I like to lay it out for the month first so that I know that all the bills are paid, and then each paycheck, whenever we know how much we make, I go in and insert that money, that total in, and I see how much we can put towards our sinking funds. So for the monthly overview, I have it already mapped out for where all the bills are paid, all of our variable expenses are funded, and then what's left to kind of calculate weekly is only my sinking funds. So it's become a really easy payday routine because after I do the monthly. The monthly overview is really the hardest part, getting it all mapped out, and then I do it for the week. So if you're new, welcome. My name's Holly. My husband and I both work full-time. We're in our mid to late 40s. I'll say I'm still mid. He's late 40s. So we have young adult children now. They're all 18 and over. So my oldest son's 22, my youngest is 18, and my stepdaughter's 18. And she'll be graduating high school this year. My youngest one will be graduating a welding program, and then my oldest will be graduating with his master's at the University of Tennessee. All that's happening in May of this year. So lots of graduations, and then my oldest son's fiance, she's also graduating with her nursing degree from the University of Tennessee. So lots of graduation plans and parties, and just life changes. They're moving back home, so and getting married in September. So big year. This will be a big year for all of us. So definitely got to stay on track on the budget. And guess what, guys? I have overtime. Yay! I was so excited when the boss announced that we have overtime approved for this week and next week. So I've already put in 6 hours overtime this week. So, well, not counting tomorrow. This is Friday afternoon. I'm filming this. I'm going to work some hours in the morning as well. So, and my youngest son is bringing a new girlfriend over tomorrow. Or not girlfriend, he said, but a friend he wants me to meet. So we're going to grill out and have some steaks and meet the new friend. Friend, he said, we're not girlfriend, and she's not my girlfriend yet. So, yeah, we're doing that tomorrow. Tonight is Friday, and I've got to do my Walmart pickup order after this. So I'll do this and then the cash stuffing and head to Walmart and get my groceries. Groceries are crazy. They are getting so expensive. This is my A5 binder from Missy Money, the budget planner. This little insert was from Etsy. It's a personalized, I can't remember the name, somebody that done it, but Faith Budgets. A budget doesn't restrict you, it empowers you. So I got that little insert, and this was another one from Etsy. But then everything else is from Missy Money, pretty much. Maybe a couple of things from Veda over at the Simple Budget, but for the most part, everything is from Missy. This is the budget planner, her binder, and then the tabs and stuff are from Amazon. But I think all the stuff that I use is linked down below in the description if you want to check any of that out. And if you want a discount on Missy's products, you can use my code FaithBudgets10 and get 10% off. And I think she still does have the LTP products, less than perfect. So those are products that are drastically reduced. Like if you're looking for a wallet or a binder, A6 binders, she has those marked down like drastically. I think well over half price off. Anyway, definitely check those out. And there's nothing wrong with it. Like maybe just a scratch or something on the snap, or everything works perfectly. I got most of my binders when I finished out my A6 collection. I got some extra colors for the spring. So check that out if you're interested. She has envelopes as well, savings challenges, all the good things. So let's flip over to, we are at March monthly planning. So this was the monthly. I did that already. That was the video that I linked earlier. So now we'll flip over here to week number 1. We're on paycheck number 1 for March. Okay, I did get to fill all this out this time. Let me see. I'll zoom you guys in. You can see a little better. Okay. All right, so the net pay for this week, we had a little bit of overtime. We had $159 in overtime. So the net pay ended up being $1,704. And the payday was $3.7, and it'll cover the pay period from $3.7 to $3.12. And this will be the categories that are left in the bank. This is mainly bills and the debt. So we have one debt left. We have the SUV that we're working on, and plus our mortgage. But the debt that we're trying to get paid off soon is the SUV. It's $200 there. I'll leave that in the bank. All this will be left in the bank, and $20 cushion. I'll leave a little bit in there just as a buffer in our checking account each week, just to allow for anything miscellaneous or maybe a bill that came in over. Just I don't want to overdraft, and we're not a month ahead yet. I've kind of had to put that challenge on the back burner for right now, but we're not a month ahead in our checking account, so I don't want that to get down too low. Internet 24, water 60, and electric 300. So that totals out to 604 for the week there. Then we have over here on the wallet, the variable spending. These are all the envelopes that I have in my wallet. We have groceries $280, gas $160, eating out $60, giving $40, shopping $40, meds $35, miscellaneous $40, kids activities $40, hubby $150. So everything should be, I should start having a little extra left. I've been, having to use most all of this every week, not having a whole lot left over for my savings challenges. So basketball season is over. They lost their last, they lost the game in the tournament. So they are finished for the season, and for good. This was her last year, so she was a senior, and so the traveling and the, games and stuff like that will stop. So hopefully I can use some of that. Well, there's a few things I need to help my son with, but as far as weekly, spending, should be able to use most of that for savings challenge and for a couple of things I need to get my son, or help him with. And then what else was it I was going to say about? Oh, the meds. My husband had to go to the dermatologist and get meds for eczema, and he did have some precancerous spots on his arms because he works outside. He's a utility worker, and he has been outside for years, and he'd always had those little red dots on his arms and red places, and they just wouldn't get any better. And it wasn't a freckle. It was more red color. So I made sure they looked at that, and he did say that it wasn't melanoma, but it is the type that would turn into basal cell carcinoma or squamous cell. But so they gave him a topical chemotherapy cream to put on there for 2 weeks, and I think we're a little over 1 week in, so I think it's doing its job. It's clean, like bringing them to the top, bringing them to the surface. They kind of look nasty looking, but hopefully that'll take care of that, and that won't go any further. We may have to go for continued treatments. We don't know yet, but thankful to have this money in here for this. I had left some in there over, for my medications, so we'll just have to see, which that's only for 2 weeks. I don't know. He'll have to have some refills for the eczema cream because he has eczema on a few different spots. First time it's ever came up, he just thought it was a rash, and it keeps itching. So we have 2 different creams for that, but luckily his insurance is pretty good. So, but the one tub that we had to get was like $50, but it should last for a long time. And the other one was like $12. So hopefully that'll be enough in there for that. And we shouldn't have to pay the copay. Our secondary insurance should pay that, but that's all the total there for the wallet. $8.50 there, and there's the denominations for that, for the cash. Okay, next up is the sinking funds. I did, since we had a little bit of overtime, I was able to put some in the sinking funds where I was not, when I did the monthly overview, it wasn't very pretty. So for one, we have self-care. I put 100 in that, entertainment 25, car tags 10, lease land 15, UT tickets 40. The entertainment, I have not been able to contribute to that, but I am going, well, my husband and I both, next month are going to Houston. I'm going for a work event, and then my husband's going to come with me, and we're just going to kind of make a little mini vacay. It's only the second time we've been on an airplane, so kind of a big deal for us. We're going to fly in on a Tuesday and leave on a Friday. The meeting or the event that I'm going to is on a Wednesday, so we will have a day or two in there to do some sightseeing and mainly just sightsee and check out some local food. So if any of my Texas people or anybody that has been to Texas, please recommend some good places to eat. I don't know if there's like franchises there in Texas, but I always hear that Tex-Mex is really good. I don't know what that is, but I mean, I like Mexican food and I like barbecue, so I'm thinking it's kind of a mix. I don't know. But yeah, like when you hear of Texas, what are the things that you would say they are known for as far as food and maybe some sightseeing. I know there's lots of museums in Houston, so we're going to, check out a few things. My husband's kind of a history buff. He likes the war history, so we may check out a few things. But I definitely want to go for the food, so and eat some different food, like maybe even some small local owned places. So if anybody out there from Texas or the Houston area, and I think Houston may be like an hour or so from Galveston, from the best I could tell. I was doing a little bit of research on it. I don't know if we'll have time to drive down there or not. We're flying in the Hobby Airport. We're not flying into the George Bush because Southwest only flies into Hobby. And we're leaving from Nashville, and I have the Southwest app in the card, so we're going to do that instead. I get my points. So, and the room that I'm booking is going to be at one of the Marriotts, and I'm going to use my card, my rewards points from my Chase cards that I've been doing, and I'm only going to have to pay like $95 for the 3-night stay. So I'm excited about that. The credit card reward system is really paying off. So I have already cashed in on it to stay 2 nights in Knoxville area when my son graduates in May. I already have that booked. Had that booked for several months, and I've already paid that, used the points for that. And in that time frame, I've had enough to build up another set of points to be able to pay for this trip, or the room for this trip. So I'm very pleased with it. I'm so glad that we're disciplined enough to take advantage of the reward system with the credit card. We use it, to pay, or some of our bills are set up with it, and then also like our cash envelopes for all these. Like when I do my Walmart pickup, I have it linked to that credit card, the Chase card. We have 2 of them, and then also the gas. My husband has the other. We're like card holders, and he uses one to get gas, and I do too. And then I take the cash out of that money. I take the money out of that envelope and put that in my spent envelope and put that back in the bank to pay the credit card. And we've got to where we use it now when we go out to eat. Giving, I still do cash for church, but shopping, if I order something from Amazon, and then even now my medications, I had that set up on Express Pay, and I have my Chase card linked to that. So whenever I go to the pharmacy and get my meds out, pick those up, they just do the Express Pay, and then when I get home, I have my receipt. I just take that cash out, put it in my spent envelope, So it really works out great, and that's making us add up points, because pharmacy, it's actually one of the higher points per points per transaction. You get 3% back that one. And then sometimes you get 5% on gas. It's like a rotating quarterly reward system. So like 3 months out of the year, you get 5% in gas. Yeah, so it's working out good. I was trying to think of some of the other categories, but I know Walmart is not really one of them to get 5% back. It's usually gas. And one time they did a quarterly where it's 3 months. Anything you bought on Amazon, you got 5% back if you used your card. So I took advantage of that. I swapped my card over and used it for Amazon. Made sure I used the correct card. But that's working out really well for us. So I wanted to put a little bit in there. It's only $25. I do have some already in that envelope for our tailgating and traveling to UT, which that won't start until like September maybe, like when the football season starts. But I want to contribute some to that so that we'll have some to spend while we're there in Houston. And then there's Leaseland, and then there's the UT tickets. That's just to purchase the tickets. So total there was $190, and then there's the denominations for that. I accidentally wrote my savings challenges on the wrong page. So savings challenges is here, and I currently have 5 open that I'm working on. Maybe not every week, but the 1 month ahead I'm just kind of having to put it to the side and not do it right now. But I don't want to forget about it, so I'm still leaving it there. And the other ones that I'm for sure working on are these top 3 here. The 52-week, it's super easy, so I'm determined not to give up on that one. And it's one that's easy to stick with. So I did complete that last year, 52-week challenge. I'll put that video here where I counted all that. I completed the challenge, and I was able to count all the money. It was very satisfying. I'll link that one if you're interested in watching that video. And then we have the 12-month challenge. It's another super easy one. You can set your amount, whatever you want it to be for each month. So that one's just $10 there. And then the I Do Savings Challenge, that's for my oldest son's wedding coming up in September. And I did allocate $40 there. And then if I have any left over from the wallet, I will put it towards the I Do and maybe the 100 envelope. I probably won't put anything to the 1 month ahead. Really going to stay focused from now until, the wedding, which is in September. But we'll need to be done with all this before September to have everything paid for. But yeah, after September, I'm hoping that I can get back to these 2 here for the 100 envelope and the 1 month ahead, and get some stuff saved up for those. So that right now is just a total of $60 for that. And then here's the cash planning summary where it totals everything up so that I can take that to the bank teller. And I think, did my husband bring it back? Well, I think they kept it. I already have the cash back, but they kept the little teller slip for some reason. But I just copied this onto the little cash teller slip. He took that to the bank, got this cash out, and we are ready to go for some cash stuffing. Let's do this summary though. Let's make sure that we are down to a zero-based budget. So for the net pay, it was $1,704. And then in the bank, we had $604. And then the total cash withdrawn was $1,100. So let's just make sure that came down to zero, because I have been known to mess it up, even though I use Missy does have the Excel version, the digital version you can get it on Excel. It looks just like this. It calculates everything for you. But I have been known to mess that up too. 1,704 minus the 604 is 1,100, and then minus 1,100. There we go. It's zero. So I have given every dollar an assignment, so that brings us down to the zero-based budget, just like Dave Ramsey. All right, so that we are completed with that. Let me zoom back out. All right, that completes the paycheck breakdown and cash planning for the first week in March. Gosh, it's already March. So up next will be the cash stuffing. I have my cash right over here. I'm ready to do that next. I will just go ahead and do that while I'm here. Not on this video. I'll go ahead and close this one and then get my cash out ready and do the cash stuffing, and we'll also do some savings challenges. And then also coming up next week will be it's the second Thursday in March. Started to say February. And we'll go over our February debt tracking. Do the debt tracking for the SUV and also for the mortgage. It's just a little way that I keep track with it. It makes me stay consistent and just, be aware of how much that I'm paying down on the debt and just kind of watch it go down and have a couple little trackers that I can color in and just trying to make it a little fun. Just a quick little video. I'll get on there and do that one day next week to have that ready for Thursday to do debt tracking Thursday. So I hope everybody's had a great weekend. I think this will come out on Saturday, hopefully, if my YouTube uploads or, uploads the video timely. I'm going to try to get that going. I think that's it, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for commenting and liking, subscribing. If you haven't subscribed already, please hit that subscribe button so you can join us and follow along on our journey to reach financial freedom. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks.